are set to go racing here in Catalonia in Moto2 2023. It's lights out and we are underway here in Barcelona. Not away well from the middle of that front row was Aaron Canet on the number 40 bike. He's already now behind Manu Gonzalez and Ayagura. Fermin here looking to move on the inside of the Spain as well. Perfect start though for Dixon from pole. He'll lead the field in the first corner. Sergio Garcia's been away well. He's been aggressive. He's got on the inside of Aldeguer. Garcia immediately in the top six.
No big early progress from Pedro Acosta. He's up one place, I think, because we saw his teammate Albert Arenas being eased wide into turn one. So Arenas has lost big ground as a couple of riders go way wide in the background. Arbolino has gone up into 14th place. Acosta's up 1 to 8th.
Agura's retaliating here. He's responding to Acosta's pressure at 1:44.7. His best lap of the Grand Prix, but still slower than Acosta, who is through. And Manu Gonzalez, so Acosta quickly through on Agura, and now Manu Gonzalez back at the front for the second time round. Can he make it work this time, having gone quickly through on Dixon? What a turn 4 if he must go. And now here comes Acosta then. He is starting to get busy. Through in quick succession then. It's taken him 3 corners on this lap 5 to get
here comes Lopez.
And the group. Lopez saying, no, you're not having that one quickly. Although he runs in hot on the Boscoscura chassis. Acosta contact there between Agura and Alonso Lopez.
Well, Lopez, we've seen in the past, he's not short of aggression, is he? I'm not so sure Lopez has been on the same piece of racetrack twice yet in this Grand Prix. He's been very ragged in the first few laps. This was him going wide through turn 4 and Agura on the inside with nowhere to go.
Acosta will do well to get himself out of this because he won't want to get stuck in this battle, particularly with Lopez, who looks a little bit scrappy, shall we say, to say the least. So Acosta has finally got himself to the head of that second group. Clear track in front of him now. What can he do as Dixon now has lost second place to Aaron Canet? Garcia throws it up the inside of Ayagura into turn 10. That's brave from the rookie. Has he made it work? Agura's going to have the inside line coming through 11 and 12. And
Arenas will now take full advantage of that as Garcia has to take the wide line into turn 12.
We're on board then with Pedro Acosta through turn 12. Then you build up speed, flick it hard right, knee rubbing on the inside curve there through turn 13, turn 14 then. The Catalunya corner here in Catalunya. I'm sure it didn't take them long to come up with that corner name, did it, for the conclusion of this lap as Manu Gonzalez looking pretty confident at the front here in Catalunya. He still leads. His lap time has dropped though to a 1:45.3, and Canet's got the inside line. I was just about to say that was the slowest lap that Gonzalez has done for a while there, and he loses the lead. Dixon's pushed back down to 4th place again, so it is chopping and changing very, very quickly here in this lead group. Canet now your new race leader, and Acosta continuing this relentless charge up to P3.
Well, Canet was ever so slightly wide into turn 1 at the start of this lap, and that of course puts you out of line all the way through 2 and 3 as Dixon looking to try and sneak through on Pedro Acosta. There's no way through into the left-handed kink of 6. This is 7, the right-hander now of 8 before they climb uphill again on the exit of turn 9 up towards the hairpin of 10. Dixon has certainly got himself right back into the mix here for the race win. It looks at the moment as if it's between the 3 in your picture.
It looks like as well. Here comes Acosta then. He's going for it on the inside. He made the move on Dixon and Gonzalez into that turn 10. That's been his favoured overtaking hotspot. This time around though, he just runs in that little bit hot. Door wide open.
All wide again.
Comes back through. Canet though then runs wide at the very next corner. Who wants to lead this Catalan Grand Prix? It is Pedro Acosta then that drops down through turn number 13 with 7 and a bit laps remaining. Acosta then will lead for the first time over the line here in Barcelona.
Tony Arbolino update, he's 17th and he's 3 seconds behind. Ramirez up ahead of him, so unless anyone drops out, he's scoring no points as Canet now comes through on the inside of the final corner. He'll now be towing them all down the straight, but Canet for now back in the lead again.
He had to go for it because Acosta didn't have the edge grip, didn't have the corner speed going through turn number 13. He made it look so easy there, didn't he, Aaron Canet? Although in the slipstream he's a pocket rocket, isn't he? A featherweight flyer is Pedro Acosta. Back at the front for the second lap.
Round the outside
goes Canet and Dixon, tossing it out in the first corner. Into the first sector we go, through the long sweeping right-hander of turn number 3. 5 to go here in Barcelona, and it's any one of 5 for the victory here. And Pedro Acosta, the latest big name that gets a track limits warning. From a long way back, Aaron Canet on the inside of turn number 4.
Dixon now going to take advantage. Never mind the track limits warning, it was an Aaron Canet warning for Pedro Acosta, who's just struggling badly, isn't he, for grip. His teammates up behind him. I've got a feeling that Red Bull KTM's best bet for victory here is the 75 of Arenas, not Acosta. Sam Lowes is one of the quickest riders on the track at the moment as his fellow countryman Dixon regains the lead from Canet.
This has been one of the best Moto2 races we've had of 2023 by some stretch. There's Acosta then. He had the inside line briefly coming through 11 on Gonzalez, but that then pitched Gonzalez on the inside line for the fast right-hander turn 12. So there's no way back through for Pedro Acosta. You've got to say, with the fading grip that he has, that motorcycle underneath Pedro Acosta is moving around like crazy shapes, but he's still going all in. He's still taking the full risk. He knows that Tony Arbolino is P nowhere in this Grand Prix, but Pedro Acosta still wants the podium to inflict some maximum damage.
He knows that every point is going to be useful for him here as Canet's going to try and rebound once again and come back through on Dixon. Dixon leaves it late on the brakes. Canet's got to be careful there.
Acosta's been pushed there. That was Alonso Lopez who's run him out of the car park. He's going through the long lap penalty loop. Alonso Lopez has had a few big moments, hasn't he? Aggression on the inside of Acosta there. Dixon just runs a slightly tighter line into turn number 10 as Garcia on the inside of Manu Gonzalez. Manu Gonzalez looking down the barrel of yet another P5. He's not giving up that fourth place without an almighty fight. Turn 10, here we go then.
He's up the inside as Dixon tries his best to close the door, so that's one potential avenue closed off, but Dixon's going to have to take a tighter line there through turn 10. Canet will pull it in tight. He's going to have the momentum. It might well come down to that final turn 14.
Well, it certainly will do, because Canet is running out of time here then. It's going to be all or nothing. Dixon has the big twix there as he's at full lead. Going through 12. Canet's out of the seat, coming out of 12 as that cost him the chance of the victory. Here we go then, one corner remaining. Here comes Aaron Canet. He tries to go. He was nearly down. How on earth did Aaron Canet stay up? It's going to be another second place though. Late heartache for the Spaniard as Jake Dixon takes the victory from pole position. What an incredibly dramatic Moto2 Grand Prix that was here in Barcelona. Jake Dixon inflicts another second place then on Aaron Canet. Albert Arenas takes his first podium finish of the season. A brilliant fourth place for Sergio Garcia. And let's not discount Jake Dixon from this title chase as well, because that's a massive, massive win for Dixon then for the Gas Aspar team.
And Ana Era, the president of the Parliament of Catalonia, congratulates our winner, Jake Dixon, from pole position. A supreme victory as he now elbows his way into world title contention.